Alana, how much of a handy pickup has she been as a replacement for Amber Hall?
Yeah, she's a great pickup. She's a real bruiser, Grace Hamilton. And as you mentioned, just come off the tour with the Wallaroos. So she'll be fit, raring, ready to go. But both sides of the footy, she'll be out there to make some impact when she gets her minutes.
And for the Dragons, we cannot wait to see Maddie Weatherall. She has made incredible sacrifices.
A couple of Roosters tonight involved in that Broncos lineup. But here come the Dragons, buoyed by that big win over Parramatta last weekend at Wynn. Yes, the ultimate precaution was taken. Her hamstring put on ice in Canberra, but she's right to go here for Thursday night footy. The Roosters at the SCG on the NRLW. And away we go. Roosters v Dragons. A clash between traditional rivals here. And the first touch for Racine McGregor. Off the back fence comes Yakaranga Katoa, who's been so impressive in the opening rounds as a Dragon. There's Keely Brown. Only 2 survivors in this Dragons 17 today from the team that they fielded in the grand final 16 months ago against this same opposition. There are 7 Roosters involved who lifted the trophy on that occasion at Redcliffe. Carla Cowan is the dummy half. Renee Target given the week off after a limited pre-season.
Tell you what, Speedy, I'm looking forward to seeing Tuila Fotumoala go about her business tonight, starting for the first time for the Roosters. And the Roosters defensively, they've packed the shoulders this evening.
So just into enemy territory, allowing McGregor to get an attacking kick away. And it sits up nicely for Corbin Baxter. And the #1 jumper for the Roosters. Izzy Kelly, a good field position here for the home team. Both of these sides with a 1-1 record right now.
That's going to be an issue, something they need to tidy up again.
Absolutely, and I'm sure Stranger will be into them about that as well. Be disciplined with the ball in hand, and unfortunately, there's an error here though from the Dragons, and it's a pickup from Surgis. But this now, they can make amends for that previous play. I like their thought process. When you make a break, you need to shift it wide, but execution needs to be on point.
A real concern here for Jess Surgis. Pat on the back from Jamie Frassard, but the superstar might not be long for this game. And here is Rue's favourite, Fotumoala, setting them up in front of the uprights to go either way. They'll go to Aiken. Runners in motion, no-look pass for Isabel Kelly, and the Roosters scored the first try inside 5 minutes. That's delightful attack.
Sure was, and when we get another look at this on the Harvey Norman replay, just look at the pace at which Taryn Aiken, but she is absolutely charging at the line. This is where she digs right in, looks out the back to her partner in crime, her half, and then just tips one away to Isabel Kelly, running a beautiful line. But Taryn Aiken, to have those options, to be running at that pace and then that perfect execution, well done to the Sydney Roosters on that left edge.
Even from the lead-up, that run by...
And it's a lovely strike. The Roosters lead 6-0.
You get a good feel for whether they're actually communicating, what it sounds like, what they need. So it's a pretty good choice.
A bit flatter than it used to be here as well, when you couldn't see the players on the other side from that kind of vantage point. Fotumoala, ball playing for Millie Boyle as the front rowers combine. Big chance here for the Roosters to go back-to-back after that piggyback penalty. Aiken calling the shots again, got whacked by McGregor. And Kelleher gave herself up after running behind Kelly. Interesting contact that on Taryn Aiken. By McGregor, seemed a little late-ish.
I'm sure the bunker will pick it up. They've done it a couple of times so far this season.
Aiken bounced straight back up. Referees lost patience already with these Dragons.
On the mark, play on.
Tap and go. Baxter.
Right edge, missed their assignment there.
Davis keeps it going that way for Aiken. Oh, how damaging. What a start. Taryn Aiken gets it down for #2 for the Roosters. They're beating the clock right now.
Well, I was a little critical on the previous play that the right edge wasn't very close to the line. Is so dangerous. Look at this on the Harvey Norman replay. See the spacing that the Roosters have. Just puts the defensive line in two minds. And she's got that really sharp footwork to be able to step and come back against the grain. She shows really good strength there, Fergo, under some pretty intense scrutiny from the Dragons' defence.
Yeah, she does. This is all off a Dragons error as well that gifted the Roosters another crack. But you talk about strength. She just got absolutely pumped in the set before. Probably should have picked up a penalty.
And adds two more. Tackle. Now Berry, the leading try scorer in NRLW history with 14. A metre away. Cowan from dummy half. Almost worked, the big dummy. Berry just counting the numbers, and there's a few down that short side. They go via McGrath West instead to Toanie and Burner play. McGregor throwing another dummy. And the Roosters' defence being tested here, but they're up for the challenge so far. Berry, left foot kick, if you don't mind, and the chase is on. I think Koenig got there.
Time off. Coming into tackle 1. Starting no try.
Is there a grounding there?
20
They thought they had a try. Instead, they've got to face up to a 7-tackle set.
Well, just Tyler Nathan Wong's face there. I'm pretty sure she said, I don't think so.
Front foot, front foot.
Well, to be fair, I think the Roosters contained the Dragons pretty easily in that set. They were quite flat-footed, and it had to have been off a kick for them to score points. So a little bit of a reality check for the Dragons. They're going to have to throw a little bit more at these Roosters girls if they want to go over for some points.
Touch judge to call that harsh forward pass. 40-30 potential. I'll make it a 40-20. Surely no. Baxter gets there as it took a Roosters bounce in the end.
Corbin Baxter, she has not missed a beat this game. But also Racine McGregor, what a boot.
Geez, the bounce of the ball can be cool. It looked like it was about to turn to the right, and it just kept that straight line.
Fressard has been threatening to do this in the entire game. Surges on one leg, dragged down Nathan Wong. What a chase. Time for two more plays. Pass hits the deck. Patience from Kelleher. And Koenig will play it. They must score on this play now. Does Hamilton know it? Gives it to Aiken. Kelly through the hands for Parker. Chance for the debutante. Hasakala ran behind a teammate, and that should put paid to that. She was held up anyway.
There's no try here, Cortez.
An exciting first half. The points came early, and it's the Roosters who lead at the break, 12-0. The Dragons get the second half underway, playing catch-up here, trailing 12-0. They did have their chances to eat into the deficit, and that's a great start defensively. Clancy involved again with Costa.
Two of the smallest players on the field. What a hit!
And again, the intensity is there. Back-to-back tackles, if you don't mind, Ella Costa.
Playing for the Tricolours really means for her. She put in an Instagram post when she signed with the club that my success is not my own, but from many others. She's a proud Māori woman, and she really attributes this moment to all the support from her family and her community, and you would just think they would be stoked to see how she's going on debut tonight.
Yeah, eye-catching performance from Amalia. That pass was forward, but the touch, he didn't have a great view. Let it roll. Rowan Sims was streaming forward from the commentary box. Aiken now for Baxter. Chance on the outside. Kelly slips through. And look at Isabel Kelly go. They've got their try here. 16-0 the Roosters. She's so composed, the captain.
She sure is. Isabel Kelly, she's had a wonderful game. She does so much work for the Sydney Roosters, getting out of their own half. Kind of space. We'll see here on the Harvey Norman replay. Taryn Aiken gets it to Corbin Baxter, and then a nice little palm and a little bit of footwork to get on the outside. She beats Racine McGregor and then Tegan Berry.
Take two on the short dropout. Again, Surges puts her hand up, and look at that take from Jess.
Fool me once, won't fool me twice. That's Jess's motto.
I don't know if I'd be aiming the kicks at her. She's brilliant under a high ball.
The confidence to stretch those arms above her head and take it like that. Look at the dominance in the Westpac red zone.
Showing on the scoreboard too, 21 plays, or 21 play the balls in the Westpac red zone.
And now a chance for Bridie Parker to seal things with 10 to go. What a pass, Taryn Aiken, who has run the show tonight for the Roosters. And Bridie Parker has career try number 6.
And then that take from the dropout. But you get to see here on the Harvey Norman replay, Taryn Aiken, she doesn't overcomplicate things. They had a nice setup. Bridie Parker held her width, but it's the pace at which Taryn Aiken plays, and to be able to execute that pass to give Bridie Parker enough time to go over. Very crisp.
And the run shape that they present is the same. It's just if they've got the fullback or if they've got the second half.
So Bridie Parker, the latest try scorer for the Sydney Roosters. Can they keep a clean sheet? 20-0 up with 9 minutes to go here. This is the kind of performance that's made them the favourites to win the comp this year. Are they the team to beat and what you've seen so far in the first 2 and a bit rounds, Alana?
Well, they lost to the Raiders last week, and I thought that there were moments when they should have been able to come up with answers and they couldn't. But what I've seen from tonight is a change in attitude, and we've certainly seen them use some of their dangerous players a little bit better. But defensively tonight, they've been outstanding, and that's what they need to continue to build their game on.
Poulet with the line break, eyes up the fullback and runs around her. Otessa Poulet with the solo try of her young career.
Well, this is lovely movement out to the left here by the Roosters. Norman replay will show it beautifully. Davis with the pass. Again, it's Aiken taking the line on. It's an earlier pass than I anticipated, but look, as she comes back against the angle, comes back on the angle against the grain, she identifies that there's a disconnect with the middles for the Dragons, and she's so powerful, she's so strong. Obviously, we saw Pasicala there earlier. She's been subbed out, and Poulet, who played there last week, has come out, and this 4-pointer, that was brilliant, especially the way she eyed up the fullback for her.
What a beast.
She did really well. Great movement.
Oh, what a beast. She had high knees. She was gaining so much momentum.
And the domination continues. A little bit of flair off the upright from Jocelyn Kelleher. Don't forget, it's a double-header on Nine's Wide World of Sports.
Daly Cherry Evans has been playing some beautiful football.
Come on.
We saw the man who will be coaching the Dragons men's team next season. And shot there, Shane Flanagan, an assistant to Anthony Seibold with the Sea Eagles. How deep will they go? If they can make their way into the finals with Daly Cherry Evans calling the shots.
Good run from Millie Boyle. Rock solid.
Kelleher holding that ball in 2 hands is a trademark of hers. Scored 2 tries against the Dragons last time they met. Baxter tried to set it up for Koenig.
It's only tackle 4.
On the mark.
They're making 10 or 15 metres on each and every play with ease. And they're set up to go via the hands here on left-hand side. They want to come short side, though, for Koenig. And putting Fressard through a hole. It is one-way traffic at the FCG, and Jamie Fressard has their latest.
She's been dangerous all night, Jamie Fressard, but back rower to be able to ball play in this instance. They had an option out the back in Corbin McGregor, but Jamie Fressard ran a lovely little line. We're going to see here on the Harvey Norman replay, and Koenig just popped it up. Broke a tackle from Tyler Nathan Wong and back on the inside of Tegan Berry. Pretty to watch, Root.
Certainly was. Lovely finish. But what we didn't see on the Harvey Norman replay.
In whirlwind fashion, and finishing with a flourish here, the Roosters. 30 points to 0. A curious kind of end.
Challenge successful, siren's gone.
No time to play it. But the Roosters were ruthless. They bounced back after that shock loss to Canberra and record their biggest winning margin in their NRLW history.